floods, drag cars, and blackouts, as well as the effects in the Guadalajara metropolitan area by storm. Once again, heavy rain is hitting the metropolitan area of Guadalajara. For now, there have been severe flooding, cars swept away by currents, blackouts, broken traffic lights, and for now, the service of Line 1 of the light rail remains stopped. Likewise, the service at all Metrobus stations. The roads and avenues such as Los Madios, due to flooding near Plaza del Sol, La Giralda, La Calma and Los Hilas, Patria Polanco Eslarraza are collapsed. Through social networks, users have shared videos and photographs of the points with the greatest flooding, as well as how vehicles have been completely covered by water. Civil protection elements of Jalisco are tending to the enormous number of services, and there are more points in which the floods have represented great danger. Even in Colon and Pitnaria Island, the elements rescue people who were left inside the flooded vehicles. The Capalita neighborhood, also in Guadalajara, was left completely dark after the intense rain caused a tree and a light pole to fall, causing a blackout in the entire area. In addition, another water tank was captured, being dragged by the current, now in the area of the Mercado de Abastos, and in Lomas de Polanco. As a mockery, a man took out a kayak to move on the water. The rainy season is still present in the Guadalajara metropolitan area, and the streets of some neighborhoods have been affected by flooding. The afternoon 9 of August 31st, various videos began to circulate on social networks, where users shared the havoc that the heavy rains have left in Jalisco. According to the UJ meteorological report, the damage occurred in the Cruz del Sur area, a large part of Tlacpac, Zapopan area of Las Agilas, Las Fuentes, San Juan Ocotton and Alcali. Furthermore, in the streets of Loma de Polanco, a user captured the moment where a person passes by with a kayak, paddling through the place, as the floods reach more than 70 centimeters. Due to an intense storm that fell in the metropolitan area of Guadalajara, Jalisco, at least 20 cars were left underwater. On social networks, videos have circulated, showing what the streets look like, which look like rivers that carry away whatever they find in their path. Due to the intense rains, the electric train system Citra announced the suspension of runs on Line 1 of the light rail. The same with the macrobus, which does not travel, due to the difficulty of walking its route. The water exceeded 1.5 meters in height, which has the cars submerged. A storm had hit several points in the metropolitan area of Guadalajara, Jalisco on Thursday evening, caused flooding, and some vehicles swept away by strong currents, local authorities reported. The light train Line 1 service had to be suspended due to flooding on Colon Avenue, near Isla Raza, as well as the macrobus service, due to flooding at the intersection of the Gobernador, Curio and Lazaro Cardenas roads. Mobility also collapsed in Los Madios, due to flooding near Plaza del Sol, La Giralda, La Calma and Las Gilas. The floods were replicated in the Patria and B Coven area, as well as in houses near the Expo Guadalajara area, Polunco and the industrial zone. On the sides of Lazaro Cardenas, near the Alamo, the water reached 70 centimeters high. On Panaria Island, several vehicles are reported stranded and dragged by currents. The authorities began tours and mobilizations to address the damage caused by the storm. The heavy rains recorded this Thursday afternoon in the Guadalajara metropolitan area left severe flooding, affecting motorists and residents of some parts of the Jalisco capital. Videos of the havoc caused by the storm were disseminated on social networks. At least 20 vehicles were underwater, and others were swept away by the strong current. One of the points where this situation could be seen, and one of the most affected by the rainfall, was the area of Isla Raza, along Colon, where the water in the streets reached 1.5 meters high, leaving several cars submerged, whose owners, they were able to get out of them in time to safety. Likewise, flooding occurred in the areas known as Los Madios, Lazaro Cardenas, Mariano Otero, Periférico Sur, among others. The storm also affected the service of Line 1 of the light rail, and for the second consecutive day, the May Macrobus Calzada also stopped operating due to flood levels. A heavy rain hit the city of Guadalajara this Thursday, August 31st, causing severe flooding. Cars swept away currents of water and blackouts. The storm also caused the service of Line 1, the light rail and the macrobus to be stopped. Videos and photographs of the points with the greatest flooding circulate through social networks, as well as how the vehicles have been completely covered by water. Jalisco Civil Protection elements attend to the enormous number of emergencies. In different parts of the metropolitan area, the capital of Jalisco, they even rescue people who were left inside flooded vehicles. The Chapeleta neighborhood, also in Guadalajara, was left completely dark after the intense rain caused a tree and a light pole to fall, causing a blackout in the entire area.